Hi, my name is Kate and I have been involved in cryptocurrency since 2016. On this channel, I talk about my experience with holding crypto versus trading it, about trading bots, Ponzi schemes, hackers, and everything in between. So, how to tell if your trading bot will lose money? The short answer is you cannot tell because any performance screenshots that were shown to you by bot developer or distributor are based on the bot's past performance. However, the good news is if you know how to analyze data on your bot performance before you commit to let it trade your capital, you could make a better decision on whether this bot you are about to try is even worth the risk. In the first part of this video, I will explain what different values mean on a bot performance summary and what to look out for. For example, if it's better when a certain number is high or low and how it affects your profits. And in the second part of the video, I will explain how changing standard basic settings could improve any bot performance. If you're interested, then keep watching. As an example here, I have a dynamic PRS trading bot. It costed me $300 to have access to it. By the way, I am not a trading bot distributor. This is my independent review and I'm sharing it with you absolutely for free. I'm going to open a clean TradingView chart and add the bot to it. Usually, any trading bot basically is just a paid subscription indicator. In this case, it has two parts. The first part is strategy. It gives you trading signals that you could use to trade manually. It also has a nice built-in backtesting tool that shows you bot performance summary. The second part is study. This is the part that could be automated to trade instead of you. Now that we added both of them to our chart, we're going to be able to look and play with its backtesting tools. By the way, I am planning to make a video on my live data trading bot profit and loss for 4 months and if it was worth it. So stay tuned if you don't want to miss out. This is the backtesting tool for our strategy. This first line here is the strategy. The second line is the study. Strategy is what calculates these numbers here, and study is what we could automate. It's very important that the numbers, these numbers here called inputs, match between strategy and study. So you can have the accurate representation of what's going to be traded on the exchange. We see that this bot shows net profit of 56.7%. It took 35 trades. It's 40% profitable, 1.71 profit factor, 19.32% drawdown. Average trade is 1.62% and average bars in trade is 71. Now let's go over these figures and I will explain what each one of them means and how to read them. So net profit is one of the most important values, of course. Do not look at USD value because it all depends on the inputs in the bot settings. The percentage of net profit is what matters. Total closed trades. Again, we cannot really tell from this overview for what period of time this is. So you will have to click on properties or go to this little settings icon, inputs, scroll down, and you will see that it is from months January 1st, 2022 until January 1st, 2112, way into the future, but technically it means today's date. TradingView can only calculate it up to today's date, which is Saturday, December 3rd, 2022. So this bot made 56% in profits since now it's December, basically 2 years. It took it 2 years. Not too good, not too bad. We cannot really tell much from this information because we really need to look at the rest of the numbers. I think the way more interesting figure is profit factor. You can always point on the little information icon to see what it means, but technically it is your gross profits divided on gross losses. Remember, if this number is less than 1, the bot is losing money. You want this number to be as high as possible. The higher, the better. Max drawdown 19.32%. This is a lot. Basically, it is greatest possible loss of the strategy compared to its highest profits. What affects the max drawdown is the number of consecutive losing trades. So I would say this is pretty high. It's almost 20%. I would highly recommend never ever to try the bot, to test the bot with a leverage. Just don't do it, because in this case, even 5x leverage would just liquidate your account. Another very important number is average trade size. In this case, it's 1.62%, which is extremely low in my opinion, because you don't even know if this bot performance calculates exchange fees, if it takes into account slippage. If the bot is trading with market orders, there will be a big chance of slippage, and I saw them to go as high as up to 3%. And where you could look it up, you should go to settings, properties, and you will see that, of course, this bot does not take into account commission. We'll just make it easy, and I know that 0.33% commission is pretty high, but we'll just assume that it's slippage with commission. We're not going to put anything in ticks and just average to 0.33%. Once I click OK, see how those numbers change. See how our net profit just dropped by 20%. Look how our drawdown went up from 19.7, whatever, roughly 20%, up to 26%. Trade size fell below 1%. This does not look good already, if you ask me. This line here is our equity curve. This is not the prettiest one too. And the histograms on top, these purple bars, are our losing trades and how they are eating into the bot's profits. You can always click on performance summary to see a little bit more detailed information on top of what already was shown in overview. That would be some stuff like Sharpe ratio, Sortino ratio, and some other metrics which we're not going to go into. Let's not make it too complicated. Once you set up the bot, don't just set up and forget about it. Watch it closely for the first few weeks especially. I would recommend every time the alert triggers, the trade triggers, you need to go to the exchange, open the list of trades here in TradingView, open your exchange order history and trade history, and compare the prices at which you see the backtesting tool show the trades are executed and what is actually happening on the exchange. The slippage, what are the fees for the exchange, and if the bot is actually making money or losing. Let's maximize this screen and look at profit. Oh my goodness, we see that the last however many trades were all losing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades. It is between April 2022 and November 2022. So basically for 5 months, you would be paying for access for this bot. This one costs $300 per month. So that's already $1,500 you would pay to have the bot lose money for you. Look how many losing trades in a row, and some of them are pretty big losses, 10.59%. These are the smaller ones. Look at another 10% loss. This is terrible. Imagine you had leverage on it. But of course, you could have started here a little bit earlier in April and made your 14% profit. So it's very important what point of time you start using the bot and you got lucky, if you get lucky and you have winning trades to begin with, or if you just start getting hammered with all these losing trades. Now let's show me how simple changes to the properties or simple settings can affect the bot performance. Let's start with trying to change the time frames. I have already tested this trading bot a lot, and I can tell that we can try something exotic like 200 minutes and watch the profits go up almost double. Go back. Used to be 33% on 2-hour time frame. That's 120 minutes. We change it to 200 minutes. We just doubled our net profit. We already improved this bot twice. let's change the candle style. You could try and test any different one. The different bots will show different performance in different candle. We'll go straight to Hagen and Kashi. Look, we doubled the net profit again. This is a big life hack by simply changing the time frame and changing the style of the candle. How about we try a different trading pair? Instead of Bitcoin USD, how about we try Ethereum? The profits went up from 120% to 212%. This equity curve is looking a lot healthier now. It's pretty steady. Another thing that you are likely not going to be aware of is how our net profits are going to change based on the dates we put in inputs. For example, if you started the bot on January 2022, for example, this bot would have lost you money. Now is November. So you would have paid for 11 months access for this bot, and it would have actually lost you money. You would even break even after subtracting your bot access fees. Now you know how to analyze bot performance summary. Sometimes it's called expectancy rate or projection. It's very important to not just let the bot do its thing and hope for the best. If you liked today's video, then consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more.